Here's a shot by Carlson. Pad save Burgess. Scramble in front. Burgess on the seat of his pants, and it's pushed in. Bloomquist able to one-hand it into the zone. Burback turned it over to Bloomquist. Now here's Vonk. He'll let one go through traffic and score. Mason Vonk, his first of the season. Wilkes doubling the advantage with 3:23 to go in the first. Touch behind the net for Lowe. Here's Lowe spinning at the face-off dot. Over to Dan. Dan shot through traffic. Blocker save. Burgess. Rebound. They score. Here's Garnsey to Chris Benkovitz. In the middle for Dicker with a shot, and he scores! Here's Shooter, pinned to the wall. Able to work the puck free, but taken away by Wilkes. Here comes Bloomquist along the left wing. Has a cutter in the lead. Bloomquist takes it himself. Save Williamson. Here's Meck. He gets at the blue line for Dan. Shot through a screen. They score! It's Jack Lee with the redirection, and he remains red hot this weekend. His third goal in this weekend series, and he puts Wilkes ahead 1-0 with 13:49 to go in the second. Here's First Peton skating along the blue line. Snapshot, he scores! First Peton gets Arcadia level with his third goal of the season. We are tied at 1 with 5:05 to go in the second period. Puck down, face-off won by Dicker. Here's Tedesco, fires through traffic and scores! Tedesco, his second of the weekend. This one puts Arcadia in front on the power play, just 23 seconds into period number 3. Now here's Daniel Hedowanak. He's stripped of the puck. Puck up top for Tursky, they score! Nate Tursky, the junior from North Grafton, Massachusetts, his second of the season. We are tied at 2 with 4:15 to go in the third. Schemes with Casper, 2-3-1 with a 3.61 goals against average. Williams shot, tipped, Fillion with a pad save, follow-up drive, it's loose in the crease. Dicker tries to stuff it home, Fillion without a stick, and it's punched home. No! Off a glove, and the official right on the scene waving the goal off. Face-off coming to the right of Jeffrey Fillion. Shots early in this third period, 5-2 Wilkes. Colonels win the draw, sending up the near side wall where Lee takes over after the turnover by Michael Benkovitz. Lee knocked down to the ice by Benares. We're going to get a penalty against Arcadia. So a golden opportunity for Wilkes upcoming. They'll go to their second power play of the day with just over 13 minutes to go in this final period. And it's the first year Zach Benares getting the gate for Arcadia. So the second best power play in the MAC will get a second opportunity in this game. 0 for 1 with their first power play coming in the second. Draw coming to the left of Hayden Williamson. Williamson with 23 saves so far today for the Knights. Face-off won by Wilkes. They'll set up the power play. They go to Bloomquist on his backhand, throws one out in front, kicked away by Williamson. 4 forwards on the ice for Wilkes as this shot fired wide and gets past Bloomquist back into the Wilkes zone. And the official call is Benares for tripping, and that has Wilkes on their second man advantage. Here's Carter Jordan, Wilkes' leading scorer on the power play this year. Throws one through, ends up back with Jordan. To the point, Tursky. Cross ice, Bloomquist. Into the middle, Jordan can't find it. Puck being fought for, loose in front, and it's pushed to the near corner. Wilkes slowing things down, 1:10 to go on their power play. Tursky trying to keep this puck in the zone. Cole couldn't get it past. And this pass deflected. Jordan down to a knee to keep it in the zone. Good work by the senior. Bloomquist goes cross ice off the wall for Carlson. And this puck sent back out by Arcadia down the middle. Both teams in the middle of a change. 45 seconds to go on the Wilkes power play. 11:44 to go in the hockey game. Arcadia leading 2-1. Here's Lowe with speed. He'll bank it off the boards in front of the Arcadia bench. Now Wilkes will crash. And Arcadia first one to the puck. They'll ship it out again. And slowly coming up the ice for Wilkes, the first-year Liam O'Donoghue. That's a couple of forwards trailing. O'Donoghue pushes it past Shooter into the Arcadia zone. Behind the net, Williams. He'll flip it off the glass and get it all the way down again. Just 9 seconds to go on this Wilkes power play. A very good kill by the Knights. Lead, the Wilkes goal scorer, making his way up the ice. Snapshot, glove save, Williamson, rebound loose in the slot, pushed aside. Still loose in front. O'Donoghue couldn't keep it in with the glove. And now we'll get a hand pass as it's touched by Lowe. A late opportunity by Wilkes on the power play. A nice save by Williamson. And it remains 2-1 Arcadia. Williamson 2-1 at home this season. In his last home start, made 32 saves in a shutout victory over Lebanon Valley. And this faceoff will be moved to center ice. Just under 11 minutes to go in the hockey game. Both teams putting their fourth lines out there. House against Bachman, and it's Owen House winning the faceoff. Here's a shot smothered by Williamson. Rebound goes into the corner where Stafford takes over. Try to get to Kloss. He fanned on the shot attempt. Kept in at the point. Backhanded behind the Arcadia net. Kloss gives chase. House does as well. Puck tried to be thrown out in front, but it ends up with Kloss. Now to Vonk. Off the back wall. There's Boudreau on the pinch. Boudreau skidding along the wall. Changes places with House. Kloss behind the net to House. House tries to center, no one there, but it ends up with Kloss. Up top for Boudreau, snapshot just wide of the Williamson glove. And the puck cleared by Arcadia. Vonk whips it back in. 10 minutes to go in the game, and this will be icing on the Knights. And the faceoff will come back into the Arcadia zone with 9:59 to go. And Wilkes has been very good on faceoffs in this third period. They've won 7 of the first 8. Arcadia came into this game leading the league in faceoff percentage. Wilkes 4th. And another faceoff win by the Colonels. Here's a shot that whistled wide off the stick of Dan. Puck work free, back into the neutral zone, controlled by the first-year Dan, who has an assist in this game. It was his shot redirected by Jack Lee that put Wilkes in front. Lee will softly play it off the back wall. Bloomquist gives chase for Wilkes. Now Dan's pass intercepted and softly played out of the zone. It does have enough steam and will be icing against the Knights. Arcadia was trying to make a line change, but this 5 will have to stay on the ice. Top line out there for Wilkes. Arcadia was setting up to Williamson's right, but Wilkes wants it on the left, and that's where it'll be. Matt Carlson to take the draw for Wilkes against C.J. Bachman. And it's controlled by the Colonels again. Puck being jammed out in that corner. A massive humanity fighting for it. Eventually pitched free to Michael Benkovich. Benkovich stripped of the puck, but Arcadia able to get there first and flip it out of the zone, and they'll be able to make that all-important line change. Here's Carlson over the blue. Try to center it to Lee. Puck jammed at, rolling in the slot. Here's a shot and a save, Williamson. Not quite sure who took that shot. It was Now on the attempt. Puck knocked down at the red line by Tursky. Knights in possession with Dicker. He'll chip it past the junior and give chase. Here's O'Donoghue. Tries to play it behind, stolen by Verspeeten, thrown in front, save, Filion. Chris Benkovitz did not get good wood on it. It's an easy save for the first year. But this second line for Arcadia of Benkovitz, Dicker, and Verspeeten making things happen. And they'll get an offensive zone draw to the right of Filion. Dicker 9 for 15 on faceoffs today. He gets tied up and the puck goes into the corner where Benkovitz throws it through his two defensemen back into the night zone. Williamson will leave it for Russ Tedesco. His goal, the difference between these two teams. No icing. Vonk will have to play the puck. He comes near side for Miles Harrington. Able to get it out of the zone. Tedesco will flip it back in. Arcadia completing a change behind the play. Here's Boudreau. Flipped in by Harrington. No icing. Williamson will play the puck. Sharp angle shot. Takes a deflection. Ends up on the far side where O'Donoghue plays it behind the Arcadia net. Here's Tedesco. He's muscled off the puck, and that takes a lot of doing. Tedesco, no small man at 6'4", 220. Here's Boudreau. Near side, Harrington. He'll touch it in and go off for a change. Bit of a mixed line out there right now for Wilkes. Here's Bryce Battaglia. He'll gain the zone. Cole cutting in. Battaglia stripped of the puck. One-timer mistake. Save Filion with the pad. Bouncing puck controlled by Tursky. Gets it ahead for Cam Lowe. Lowe coming forward on his backhand. He'll play it into the far corner. Gethings will chop it away from Jordan. Now this puck will roll into the Wilkes zone. Will not be icing. Dan gets there first ahead of Cole. Under 7 minutes to go in the third. 2-1 Arcadia. Cutting in for a shot by Carlson. Save Williamson. Here come the Knights 2-on-2. Here's Shooter. Cutting in on Filion. Can't stuff it home. Now Crowfoot jamming at it. And play is stopped.